Everybody set? Coach, you want to go opening statement?
Yeah, you know, all the credit to those guys, man. They played a great game. That freshman did not look like a freshman on the mound with so much on the line, and it's a great game. It's a good team, very dynamic lineup. They beat you in so many ways. So I'm proud of our guys. You know, we fought to the very, very end. That's all you can really ask for. So hurts and stinks to lose, you know, but I don't think we lost today. I think they just played a little bit better than one more play than we did. So at the end of the day, when you get to this point, you know, good teams playing baseball. It's just a good baseball game that just didn't go our way. One ball here or there. So all the credit to them. They did a great job.
We're going to open it up for the players. Questions? Raise your hand so we can get you the mic.
For either one of you, I know this is a special moment. Even though you lost, you still made it this far. Can you just reflect on the season and just this moment right here, right now, even though it is a bit hard right now?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm still in denial. It's going to take a while. You know, it's been a roller coaster. You know, we didn't really get the hot start that we wanted in the beginning, and then we were super hot, and then we always, you know, found a way to bounce right back. And you know, I'm just thankful for this team and these coaches, and I don't know, it's just hard to put into words right now. It's just
I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It sucks. And those guys are my brothers. They'll all be at my wedding. And we couldn't have done it without them. I'm happy from how far we've come, and this program is going to be way better the following years with JD and the guys returning, and couldn't wish any happier.
In the front.
Will, you know, once you settled in during your appearance, you did a really good job of keeping your team in the game. That was key, especially down the stretch where, you know, defensive plays were being made left and right. What was working for you while you were out there?
Honestly, I didn't feel great out there. I just knew that my teammates had my back and they needed me, and I knew I needed to come through for them, and did the best I could, and that's all they can ask for, and that's all I asked out of them. And I feel like we've done a good job of that all year, and that just goes back to family, man.
Anything else for the players?
Yeah, right here. I got one more.
Okay.
Will, you talked about how special JD is. Could you try and put into words what he's been able to do for this program and where he can bring it?
That guy gave me an opportunity of a lifetime. I can't thank him enough, man. He means so much to me, and he means so much to the rest of the players. It's not just me, man. He loves every single player, and every single player loves him, man. And then it's easy to play for, man, when you got a guy like that. So I can't thank him enough, or the University of Miami enough. I'll be a Hurricane for life, and I'm sure I'll annoy JD next year when I'm working at State Farm and texting him while we shipped him. Unbelievable experience, and I can't thank him or the university enough.
we couldn't have had this season without JD at all. He was really the backbone of everything.
In front.
Will, the bat with Eddie King, you get him to basically loop them all in. What was the pitch there, and then what was your thought off the bat?
It was a slider. You know, I knew he didn't get it good. I kind of saw Mikey back there. I'm screaming at him, top of my lungs to come in, and I know he's running as fast as he can. You know, he had a great effort on there, and that's just baseball sometimes, man. Sometimes you make those plays, sometimes you don't. That's why they're always on SportsCenter if he makes that play. So he's a great outfielder. He's going to do great things here at the University of Miami. And again, this program's going to win a lot of games the following years.
Okay, we're going to open it up for Coach.
Coach, you're a Miami man. You know, the team was very good when you played there, you know, so long ago. Now here, in your first few years in Miami, you kind of set a standard. It seems like first Super Regional since 2016. Just touch on that and what the program's going to look like going forward.
You know, those teams that I was on anyway in the 90s, you know, going to Omaha 4 years in a row and stuff. I want to say we had maybe 2 big leaguers on those teams. You know, Alex Cora and Pat Burrow. You know, the tail end, you know, Jason Michaels, but it was about guys like this, you know, and the grittiness of them and the love for the program and just the way they played the game. And it just, you know, enough talent, but it wasn't talent-based. It was attitude and makeup. And That's what we're looking to do here.
JD over here. Like you just said, it's talent, not talent based, but attitude and makeup. That's the type of team that you had this season. Could you just speak into those special qualities that you've always mentioned about this team and just how special they actually were?
You know, the perseverance, the selflessness, you know, things that we talk about since day one, since August, you know. Kulikowski doesn't play all year and then gets a start second to last game of the season, has a couple hits and never complains, just keeps working hard. And, you know, it goes on and on. We got Lumpkin, the weekday starter, and then had 2 huge starts for us. I think of 1 run in his 2 starts in the regional and the super regional. It's just guys like that, you know. It's important when you're going out and trying to build a team. To me, it's about getting the right player, not up necessarily always the best player available. And it takes a lot of homework, a lot of work, a lot of background checks, a lot of, you know. It's easy to, you know, we all know what a good baseball player looks like on the field, you know, but getting to know the person inside is you know, what he has in his heart, that's tough, that takes time. And unfortunately, sometimes, you know, in our world, in our sport, you don't have that time, because you go through all the metrics and you want to make decisions on that. But I just, you can't rush into it, and you got to make sure you're getting the right guy.
Yeah, there was that stretch in the middle of the game where they had the bases loaded and 1 out, and you guys got out of it, and then the very next inning you had the bases loaded and 1 out, and your guy hits the ball really hard up the middle, and it just goes in the pitcher's glove, and they get a double play. Just what was going on in the dugout, what was going on in your mind when this close to, you know, changing the game?
I was having a great time. It was a fun game, to be honest with you, man. So they're supposed to be, you know. I mean, there's so much on the line, and the games back and forth like that, and that's fun. You know, you don't enjoy that, but I mean, 10-0 blowouts, I don't like those. I was having a great time really watching quality baseball, guys. Everybody doing their job. The pitcher makes a pitch, hitter hits the ball hard, they make a defensive play, all in one, you know, shot. That's why this game is so beautiful, man. And either way, a couple inches here or there, it's a different ballgame, you know. It was impressive to see 2 teams knowing that this could be it, and it was a clean game. It's a clean game. Pitchers threw strikes. You know, hitters swung the bat, would make defensive plays. And that play that Mikey, you know, didn't make, I promise you, I've seen him make that play 100 times in practice. I mean, I was sure he was going to catch that ball, you know. So I guarantee you, ask him, he's going to tell you the same thing. He should have caught it. And I say he should have caught it because I know how good he is, and he normally does catch that ball. So, but it's not an easy play. That just would have continued a great game. So I enjoyed it to the very end.
JD, what does this weekend mean for this program as you continue to try to build it?
We're a step closer. Not where we want to be, but just a step closer. You know, never satisfied, and I told the team we're close, but we're not in this just to get close, you know. We're closer today than we were yesterday, and closer than the day before, and definitely closer than we were last year.
Just kind of going back a little bit to that double play. I mean, a lot has been made about both offenses, but can you just speak to what the defenses are able to do today, and just in terms of the dominance? A lot of double plays for you guys this weekend, a lot of double plays for Louisville.
Again, it's what it's supposed to look like. Good baseball teams playing good baseball and making plays when they need it the most. It's easy for the game to speed up on guys. You can say it sped up on us that first game, you know, that one play. But other than that, it was a clean weekend all the way around. Good baseball.
Will's been here for a year, but to show the emotion that he showed here, what does this say about kind of the unity of this group, what you've been able to build, and with bringing in pieces from kind of all over versus just sticking with Southern Florida talent?
You know, I said yesterday, or yesterday before, talking about always getting back to neutral, you know, the peaks and valleys through life, and you know, you can't live in the mountaintop all the time because that's a long fall. When you stay at neutral and you have a bad day, it's a softer fall. But this is a hard one, man, because no matter this group and seeing them together for the last time in uniform, and it's quick. It's really quick when the season ends, and guys just go their way in about 48 hours. You know, they're probably never going to be together again. That's the part that hurts the most. That's the saddest part of the whole thing. So, but it's also the reality of it. I just pray that they remember this, and I'm sure they will. You know, fond win, and they get together as much as they possibly can, allow me to be a part of that when they get together, man. It's just a special, special group.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Seth.
Thank you.
Thank you.